It was your typical cookie cutter office space and not too much going on, but it was large, and we saw the potential as soon as we walked in. And so when we secured the space and knew that we could work with it, we were looking for an architectural team that would be able to transform it into something that felt entirely different.
Working with Turntable, was the first thing we kind of figured out was to bring these kind of goals and natural light in the space. We had to really transform the whole space altogether. What we see today is there's really no remnants of what was left before. It had to rethink the whole space in terms of going away from a commercial or office feel to more of a community feel from the street.
40% of the space in this clinic is devoted to community kind of space.
Right.
You never would see that in a traditional practice. The waiting room is not like the waiting room. It's open to the community. They wanted it to be transparent so you could see in and see what's going on there. The yoga room is glass on two sides. It's very open. They wanted to activate the street level with their clinic and have people just wonder what's in there, come in, and potentially even become a member.
Our whole model is based off of close relationships between our providers and patients. So we wanted to create a space that reflected that relationship and the type of welcome environment that we wanted to create, so that a patient can come anytime, walk in the same day and get an appointment, or make a call and drop by and feel like this is a sort of second home for them.
Sometimes you go to almost a living room setting, so it's more of a consultation to talk about your health as opposed to an examination every time you visit. There's a balance of exam rooms where they still provide typical things that need to happen in any type of primary clinic, but with the introduction of these consultation rooms, in either a living room style setting or almost a dining room style setting where you actually discuss your health, is kind of different than you see in a typical doctor's office.
Beyond kind of the bare necessities of what your typical medical practice has, our model requires a different design.
Well, I mean, a couple of things that are really interesting about the clinic is the non-institutional or non-sterile feel. Although it is sterile, it is institutional, and it does have the finishes and things that are easy to keep clean and all that, but we did it in such a way that it doesn't feel that way. And that's pretty unique. I mean, I know my experiences of going to the doctor and sitting in an exam room have never really always been that great. But here there's natural light engaged into the space. The colors are chosen to be soft and to be relaxing, and still engaging. You know, it does have kind of a vibrancy in the space that's kind of picks up the kind of the hipness of the new downtown.
The patience and time that LGA spend with us, and the ability to answer our questions in human language, not just the technical language of architects, and the ability to present the challenges and questions that we were facing in a way that we could effectively weigh in and understand what our options were and understand what we were getting into.
Bringing natural light into the space was really, really key in the design. We tied natural light into being part of one with wellness. That was the goal. So we designed the space to allow as much light into not only the community space, even into the exam rooms through high clerestory windows. This clinic was built inside of existing office space, and we transformed the space to create it more of a higher energy spot and kind of a connection to the street. We changed the glazing on the exterior to be clear, visible glazing, so people walking by can actually see what's going on.
It was fantastic working with LGA. I really enjoyed every step of the process. It felt less like we were hiring them as a contractor who was going to do our work for us, and more, especially as time went on, it felt more like a tight partnership. We were in this together, trying to create something that would help to change the world.
First of all, they're just the greatest group of people to ever work with. They are very purpose-driven. They know what they're trying to accomplish. They know why they want to accomplish what they're doing, and they were very open to our suggestions to help them get there. And they collaborated in those decisions at every step of the way. And that, to us, that's an ideal client.
I think looking back on it, I have a deep appreciation of how unique LGA is in the architectural field, and how difficult it can be to find that type of relationship that really works.
With this project, we created a strong bond with Turntable Health, and I think the value that we brought and the relationships we created could mean that we're working with Turntable Health in the future, and as Turntable grows and becomes real influential in Las Vegas. And also mentioned with IR Health, as they continue to grow across the nation, we hope to be in a position to really work with them and continue what we started here in downtown Las Vegas.
The high-level philosophical way of seeing it, where I was just blown away every day to see a physical space transform. It was something that I'd never been a part of. And then to see it evolve into a space that was recognizable as reflecting all of the conversations and all the work that we put in to match the vision for what we thought healthcare could look like. I'm not too sentimental or emotional of a guy typically, but it definitely made me feel warm and fuzzy inside, and I still feel warm and fuzzy when I think about it. So,
you know, it's funny is when you work with clients, you know, it's really a two-way relationship. We gave a lot to them for their project, but we got a lot out of it too. We learned some things about ourselves, and we learned some things about the way they conduct business that will forever have changed us. So that's another one of those great advantages of working with kind of new and very kind of cutting edge clients. I mean, just the way they take care of their patients really taught us a little bit about customer service for our clients.
We're in the heart of downtown Las Vegas, and we only opened a couple months ago, and we'd love for you to come check us out.